If you're looking to acquire a business, expand operations, purchase real estate, even need working capital or purchase equipment or need equipment to finance, this session is for you. And at any time, if you need help with any of this, just send me a message and we can do a pre-qualification soft credit pull and see what you qualify for with a strategy call. So I am going to break this down into 8 parts today. I'm going to talk about why SBA funding even exists, an overview of the SBA loan types. I'm going to cover the components of the 504 and the SBA 7A loan and how it's structured out. I'm going to also speak about the businesses that are eligible for the SBA loans. I'm going to talk about understanding what an SBSS score is, which is only exclusive to SBA lending. I'm going to also talk about down payments that are required and the liquidity requirements. I'm going to talk about the personal credit's role in obtaining SBA loan, as well as having multiple SBA loans at the same time. People don't even know that that is a thing and that is possible. So I have a lot to cover. So I want to just hop right into it, right? This phone just can't get straight for a minute. But yeah, at any time, just message me with any questions or anything you may need. If you're coming up under the sound of the replay, just know that I am always happy to help you get funded. So let's jump into it and get into a little history, because a lot of people don't even understand what SBA is and don't even understand that you have up to $5 million available to you. Every small business in the United States. So why does the SBA funding exist and what is the purpose behind it? The SBA was created in 1953 to help small business owners access capital when banks were not willing to take the risk. The government does not lend money directly. So private lenders provide the actual loan and the SBA guarantees a percentage of it. This guarantee reduces lender risk and make it easier for entrepreneurs like you and me to get approved for larger amounts, larger terms, and lower payments. The maximum SBA loan available to small business owners today is $5 million. So just know that you have $5 million waiting on you, and that's per loan. All right. If you want help determining which loan that best fit you, just send me a DM, guys. I will walk you through this entire process. This is what I do, okay? So let's give an overview of the SBA loan types. And the reason what's prompting me to go ahead and go live, I was speaking to someone who's looking at a business for 1.8 million, right? And she was saying like, oh no, we're looking at home healthcare businesses, but I was more so looking at the one that was probably for $700,000 because I don't know if I could get approved for that. What you need to understand when you're jumping into corporate funding, that the business itself is being analyzed, not you personally. So the 1.8 million, she also was stressing about, I don't want to, risk and buy a business that's not worth 1.8 million. I say, trust me, if you go to a bank like US Bank or something like that, they're not going to buy a business that's a dud and that's not profitable and waste their 1.8 million, okay? So the business itself is going to be analyzed. When you get to a certain level in life and in business and you're acquiring certain types of companies, your personal credit, it plays a small role, but you're being funded based on that business. Now, let me take a quick overview so you can understand and follow me. Thank you for the love. A bank will give you money for 3 reasons. It's collateral, it's cash flow, and it's credit. So when you're acquiring a business, that's cash flow and credit being analyzed. So I hope you understand that, not just your personal credit alone. All right. So an SBA 7A loan, this is the most popular loan, guys. It's flexible and it covers business acquisitions, working capital, equipment, inventory, partner buyouts, startups with strong financials and experience and a strong business plan, commercial real estate up to 25 years when real estate is the majority of the loan maximum $5 million, okay? Then you have the SBA 504 loan. This loan is designed for fixed access. I was about to say access. Okay, I gotta laugh at myself. It's okay. So this loan is designed for fixed assets, okay? Commercial real estate, construction, heavy equipment. It uses two lenders. A bank provides 50%, okay? A certified development company provides 40% backed by the SBA. The borrower provides the remaining 10%, okay? Let me recap that. So this 504 loan is broken up like this so you can understand. A bank provides 50% of it. A certified development company provides 40% backed by the SBA. The borrower themselves needs to come in with 10% down. So if you're considering a real estate purchase or an expansion, you can reach out. I can check to see if this is a product that you qualify for, okay? Like if you're in a business already, you have a restaurant or anything like that, you're looking to purchase another location. And all it is a soft pull, guys. Components of the SBA 7A and the 504, all right? Let's talk about some of the components. The SBA 7A components, right? Loan amounts from $50,000 to $5 million. Terms up to 10 years for working capital and 25 years if real estate is attached to it, okay? Rates fall between the SBA prime base rate structure and banks add a little bit on. So typically it's like prime rate, like state prime rate right now is around 6.5% plus a 1.75 or plus 2.75. Personal credit is evaluated heavily, okay? So when you're coming to me, I also spoke to a guy looking to purchase a laundromat, but he was bent out of shape because his personal credit was considered. SBA does not play. Personal and your business and the business that you are evaluating will be looked at, okay? Cash flow verification is the deciding factor, okay? I hope that makes sense. So whatever you're doing and whatever reason you're getting this SBA 7A, the cash flow verification will be the deciding factor. Now let's talk about the SBA 504 components. So it's two loan structures, okay? Longer terms on the CDC portion, lower fixed rates on the CDC portion, okay? Requires a clear project budget, okay? It needs to be clear. It needs to be written out. We need to know how this project is going to go in what phases, a full development, well thought out plan, okay? So it requires an appraisal for real estate. So if you want me to help you with this and you're not sure if this is something that you qualify for, a lot of people do. As long as you don't have a lot of negative items on your credit report, you're looking decent. I'll get into what an SBS S score is. Your personal and your business and the business itself is all evaluated when it comes to SBA, but does not mean you cannot become SBA ready. And that's what I'm here to help you with, okay? So here are a list of businesses that are eligible for SBA loans. And if you want to know, if you're coming up under the sound of my voice in the replay and you need any information on this, DM me and I'll send you this list. I'll send you any information you need. I'm always happy to help. Why? Because I just watched my AI doc film. What was that, Sunday? You need to be AGI ready. It's here, okay? AI can do 60% of jobs that are currently out there now, or parts of it. All desk jobs, gone within the next 3 to 5 years. We're going to have a different community. That's going to leave entrepreneurship as your only option. So learn AI, go take those free classes, and do what you need to do to understand it, learn it, and implement it in your business. Because if you're refusing to use it, it's still going to impact you whether you use it or not. So here are the lists, back to what we're talking about. Eligible businesses, online businesses. It's To be honest, it's not many businesses that do not qualify for SBA lending. Only like gambling, marijuana, stuff like that. But I'm going to give you quite a few that it is. It's not limited to this list though, okay? Daycares. I knew someone that we spoke about, a partner. So I have access to 35 SBA lenders. So different SBA is the entity, the thing that secures from the lender. So I have access to 35 prime lenders. So some of them may have higher interest rates than others. Some may have stricter underwriting rules than others. So it's always good to have access to multiple. And with my system, it'll just be a soft pull, and then we throw it out there and see who gives us the best offer. My goal is always to get you the cheapest money. Even 0.5% on a $1.8 million loan is huge, okay? So we always want to go to something with the cheapest and the best way of doing that thing, okay? So some of the eligible businesses that are eligible for SBA loans. We have online businesses, service-based businesses, professional practices such as medical, dental, legal, accounting, real estate, retail stores, child daycare centers, right? I knew someone that my partner, we were talking about it at one of their meetings. It wasn't me, I didn't do the deal, but someone else who partners with one of my same partners, they were talking about a deal, this was just last week, where a woman was running a daycare outside of her home for like 4 years. So she had the experience and she had the cash flow in her basement. She wanted to buy a real estate, a building to actually facilitate and expand her business. Guess what? She got approved for $1.3 million for that. This was a home-based business. Why? Her cash flow was there, her credit was in order, and the capital, the collateral was there. Okay? She checked off on all 3 reasons a bank will approve you: cash flow, credit, and collateral. And she got approved. Huge. I just thought that was the most beautiful story, because people skip out on what's possible for you because you lack the information. So that's why I'm here, so that you can get all the information that you need, because this isn't the time to be unaware. Ignorance is not bliss. What is your next best move now that AGI is here? Agentic intelligence. Okay? It's here. So agents are doing what humans can do. And people are all pissed off at the government and all of that. Due to that, they are the first ones becoming AI ready. They are the first ones. And then what about Walmart? Put a hiring freeze. They're getting AI ready. You need to start paying attention to this. What are you going to do to be valuable? What business can you buy? What company can you start? How can you use AI to make sure that you're not phased out? Because you working at a desk job, that is dead. And if you're someone who was fired or laid off, you need to look at that as a blessing. That you have several years to figure it out, versus someone getting laid off right at the point where there's no jobs available and they have no other alternatives or skill set. Okay, just want to make that be known. Here are other businesses, franchises, okay? All franchises mostly, right? Manufacturing and distribution companies, transportation companies. Again, this is not limited to this list, okay? Non-eligible businesses. Some of the things that you would expect, right? Gambling, adult-related businesses, strip clubs, illegal and federally restricted products, speculative real estate, pyramid or multi-level marketing models, businesses that are primarily for investment rather than an active operation. So if your business is this type, if your business type is not listed, send me a message and I will confirm your eligibility. It can be like a soft pull. You never know. You got $5 million waiting on you. I'm telling you. And I also have credit repair partners. So anything, if we find out Worst case scenario, you walk away with a funding strategy for what's required to get you to the funding side. All right, let's talk about the SBSS score and understanding it, right? The SBSS score is the Small Business Scoring System. It's a code only they use. And it's a combination of combining your personal credit score along with your business credit score, right? And it is used in the SBA pre-screening process. All right, so before they even start collecting documentation, we need that SBSS score to be in the right range, okay? The score ranges from 0 to 300. Higher scores demonstrate lower default. The SBS score is formed when your personal credit profile, your business credit profile, your business financials, your payment history, public records, financial performance indicators are all combined, right? A strong personal credit score is very important. Okay, we want to get you over the 7s, but you can be as low as 650. It is one of the largest components of the SBSS score. If you need help improving this, I'm always happy to hear. Before you apply, right? No cost to you if it's going to be an SBA loan that you get approved for. I would get paid by the lender. And if you send me a DM, I would give you a plan and a soft pull, and we can do this with a strategy call, all right? Now, let's get into down payment and liquidity requirements. This is another thing people are unaware of, right? You have to come to the table with something if you're buying a business. Again, in the beginning, it's broken down in percentages. The SBA is going to back so much, and you need to come down with liquidity, with money, all right? What is considered liquidity? Anything that you can liquidate, like insurance policies, 401k, or cash sitting in an account, or a bond or something like that, that you can liquidate those funds immediately and have them available for use for your down payment. You need to have that before you even get approved, okay? So for business acquisitions, most lenders prefer 10 to 20% down. See, it's based on the lenders too. But also if you're doing like a business expansion, right? In the same business, like let's say for instance, you own a Wingstop, or let's say you own a daycare and you're looking to get another location, you can be 100% financed. Isn't that amazing? Just by leveraging your personal credit and making sure that your income and all that stuff is in order. Man, I'm telling you, okay? It's worth paying all your bills on time and having good credit, I'm telling you. So with the SBA 7A for business acquisitions, most lenders prefer 10 to 20% down. For working capital and expansion loans, down payments are not always required for liquidity reserves, but liquidity reserves are, and that's around 5%, okay? So SBA 504, a minimum of 10% down is required. Startups or special use properties can require 15 to 20% down. Liquidity must be verifiable through statements or investment accounts, stocks, 401k, liquid cash in an account, okay? Lenders want to see that your business can absorb emergencies and still remain stable. That's all you need to look at this whole thing. Banks are always assessing risk. They want to make sure that before they buy, that you could sustain and stay in business. Now, if you're unsure whether, you meet the liquidity requirements or anything like that, just hit me up, DM me. I'm always happy to help, okay? And we can tell you in minutes with a soft pull what you qualify for, okay? So let's talk about personal credit and its role. This is huge. So listen up, follow me. A lot of us think just because we're in business and our business is bringing in income that the personal credit does not matter. When you're looking at SBA or you're looking at something else, it does matter. If you don't have any credit, you have to have a strong business credit profile for it not to matter, okay? It's just in business. If you're just starting out, it matters, okay? If this is your first big business acquisition, it matters. So your personal credit score drives confidence in your ability to manage debt. This is why they're not approving you because of it, but it's telling a story. I always say that credit reports tell stories. So SBA lenders prefer a score of 660 or higher, but actually it's 650. So these are my notes. So 650 or higher. And many want to see 680 or higher. That is true because it's going to affect the SBSS score. Late payments, high credit card utilizations, collections, and recent derogatory marks can hurt your chances, but they do not make approval impossible. Okay? So if your credit needs optimization, reach out to me, guys. I have a credit partner that can take care of those things before you apply, that even offers a 4-month guarantee, which is huge. I think it's the best thing going, okay? This isn't someone that's going to play games with your personal credit and be collecting monthly fees. So I can check your profile, do a soft pull. We can do a strategy call just to see where you are and what is required for you to cross over to the funding side. All right, here's another huge one I want to jump into before we wrap up, right? Having multiple SBA loans are very possible. A lot of people, when they come in, it was like, they ask the question, well, what if I have a PPP? What if I have an IDIL? You know, you can have multiple SBA loan products at the same time. So you can have you can have more than one SBA loan, guys. The two main factors are for your notes. Cash flow must support the combined debt payments. Each loan must serve an eligible business purpose. You must also be current on all existing SBA obligations. If you have a PPP or IDL loan, they will not cause denial as long as they are in good standing and not in default, okay? So if you want to know if you qualify for a second SBA loan, if you already have one, just give me a message and I will calculate the numbers for you, okay? All right, in conclusion, I really hope this was information you could use. Becoming SBA funding ready is just all about preparation. They're going to ask and require a lot of documentation. And that's what me and my team are here for, is to help you with loan packaging. All right. They ask for personal financial statements. They ask for balance sheet. They ask for debt service. They ask for a lot of things that some business owners just aren't prepared because you have not been keeping good bookkeeping, or you don't even have anyone on your team that does that. That's okay. We can still get you ready and get you in order, okay? And get you SBA funding ready. So lenders want to see a clean credit. They want to see clean credit report, right? Accurate financials, verifiable liquidity, and the ability to repay the loan, all right? So if you want me to help you in getting funding, buying a business, acquiring assets, equipment financing, expanding a current operations, just send me a DM right after this. I'm always happy to help. I can run a soft pull. We can get on the phone for a funding strategy, and I can help you get funding, or worst case scenario, tell you what next steps are in order to get funded. All right. You have high credit card utilization as well, guys. I have a way in partners to get that done for you. So thank you for joining. This was amazing. This is great. I hope this was information you can use. If you're coming up under the sound of my voice, and this is the replay it, save it, share it with a business owner. Let's be great. Let's be amazing. Let's get funded. Bye, guys. How do we get out of here? Let's see. How do you get out of here?